Hi, my name is Mary Hughes. I am a dental hygienist and also the co-founder of Dental Education Partners. I've been in the dental industry for over 30 years. It's a nice round number. For over 30 years. And today I'll be answering 5 questions that will really help you to get to know me a little bit better and also share what I've learned along the way that can help you grow your practices and grow yourself. To begin, one of the questions is what inspired you to pursue a career in dentistry? And what keeps you passionate about it today? That's really a great question because my journey into dentistry was inspired by a desire to combine science, artistry, really, and the ability to make a meaningful difference in people's lives. And the idea of helping someone regain their confidence through their smile and through their oral health really resonated with me personally. And so, what keeps me passionate really about this in dentistry today is witnessing the transformative power of oral health for a lot of patients, whether it's relieving pain for some patients, or restoring function, or simply helping patients smile with pride and have confidence in their smile, rewards me in this profession. And it's endless, really, for me. I'm also fueled by an opportunity to really continually innovate with offices and see all the current technology that's coming into dentistry this year and over the last couple of years, really, that helps our dental teams to improve and really make it a lasting impression on not just the individual patients, but also on entire communities that they serve, which is important because I think that's why dental team members like yourself join podcasts like this too, is you're always trying to discover ways to innovate and create seamless processes for your practice and your patients that will help us with efficiency in providing all of those things. The next question was, can you share a memorable patient success story showcasing modern dental technologies and that have impacted patient care? Which is a great question because there's so many, especially over the years of working with dental teams and patients individually. One story that really stands out to me involved a patient who had avoided dental care for years due to fear, really. And then at some point, it transitioned to fear and embarrassment, right? And through the use of advanced imaging technology like CBCT scans, digital scans, we were able to use a CAD CAM technology in our practice to restore her smile in a fraction of the time that she actually expected it to take. And we were also able to minimize her discomfort and also the time that she had to have in the chair of coming back to the practice too. But it was really the moment that she looked in the mirror after the final procedure was truly unforgettable for myself as well as our entire team. She broke into tears of joy and she told me that she finally felt confident enough to laugh and smile again in pictures. And it's moments like that that really remind me of the incredible impact that modern dentistry and technology really have on someone's life in general. And I think that was an important takeaway for me and for all of us on the team that day. But as I said, the stories are countless. That was just one example of how we were able to do that utilizing the technology that we've brought into the practice. The next question is, in your opinion, what emerging dental technology or trends really excite you the most for the future of dentistry and why? And I have to say, honestly, the integration of artificial intelligence or AI in dentistry really excites me the most of late. AI is ultimately revolutionizing how we diagnose, treatment plan, and even manage our practices. For example, there are several different AI platforms that allow us to detect subtle radiographic changes, ensuring that we identify early and improve the outcomes for the patient. And it also enables us to really create a more personalized patient care approach where we can truly involve the patient in the treatment plan and see what's actually going on in their mouth, not just with an image of an x-ray, but actually one that is colorized and digitized so that the patient can finally see their dental needs through our eyes of the providers. They can truly see what it is that we're actually referencing and talking about too. And it allows us to create that more personalized approach to speaking with our patients. In addition to that, it also has helped us streamline our workflows, allowing dental teams to really focus on more meaningful patient interactions and the potential for this to elevate clinical precision, ideally, and improve accessibility to quality of care is something that I myself, along with many others, am truly passionate about in today's dentistry. That is the most latest and greatest coming into our world each day, and always getting better with each passing day and month of being able to have those personalized interactions for our patients. The next question is, how do you approach educating and empowering your patients or the offices that I work with through dental education partners to take control of their oral health outside of the clinic? And education and empowerment, really, from a patient care standpoint, is one aspect of this. But the other aspect also is with the teams themselves that are working individually each day with patients. And so I think it's a two-part question. I think education and empowerment are really the heart of improving our patients' oral health outcomes. For patients, it really starts with our ability to have a clear communication with them. And for myself, as well as how I coach other teams, using visual aids, intraoral pictures, and analogies really to explain their oral health condition in a way that's relatable and it's also actionable for patients as well too. And empowerment is really coming from ensuring that they leave with the tools and the knowledge that they need and to have confidence that what they're doing daily for themselves is truly making an impact. But then also too, really, when we're talking about teams in general, I think, looking at when it comes to the office, I really emphasize training teams on a consistent and meaningful way to create patient interactions, obviously, and to implement systems and processes that will really encourage consistency, but also efficiency. And I can't stress that enough. The efficiency part of it is sometimes what causes us to have the most stress each and every day of working in our offices. And so I think streamlining those processes and efficiencies are really important because it helps to alleviate those stressful crises that seem to pop up on a daily basis for us too. And it's not really just about telling patients really what they need. It's about really inspiring the patient to truly see the value of taking those proactive steps that we're recommending. And so I think if we can create efficiencies around how we do that from a dental team perspective, it adds to all of those personalized care that the patients receive, right? And understanding that using different tools and methodologies in order to gain that, whether it's through a podcast or it's through an app, perhaps too, or a software that provides that for dental teams, ultimately at the end of the day, it actually results in better patient outcomes because patients receive the care that they need and deserve. And the last question was, is if you could give one piece of advice to fellow dentists or hygienists or dental professionals on our business team to grow their practice, what would it be? And I would say, honestly, to invest in not only your people and your teams, but to invest in your systems. And I think that's a key takeaway. The most successful practices that I work with aren't built solely on clinical expertise. They thrive because of strong, cohesive teams and efficient processes. And really prioritizing that development of each and every team members, focusing on team communication skills and building trust with our patients and building connections that are lasting with our patients are just as critical, I believe, as providing exceptional clinical care to our patients. And also, too, I would say to embrace technology. And I know sometimes that is the hardest hurdle for us to overcome is this is the way we've always done it. And so this is the way we're going to continue to do things. Whereas if you embrace technology or embrace other areas of efficiency of companies that have really been able to streamline the process to make ease of use the paramount outcome for dental teams, I think that's a key point of it too. And I think understanding how we can track workflows and find those areas to streamline and create a simplified process is really important. and embracing technology that allows us to do that, as well as track metrics and meaningful key performance indicators of the business itself, like hygiene, productivity, or case acceptance, or our appointment reappointment rates, things like that, to help us really get an accurate picture of what's happening within the practice, I think is a key of a growing a practice, is really to embrace those things. And I believe that when dental teams are empowered and the systems are optimized to the best of our ability within the practice, you can focus on what really matters the most. And that is, yes, delivering exceptional care, but it's really ultimately about building long-term patient relationships where they remain a patient of the practice for life. And I think that's really all of our goals optimally. With that being said, thank you so much for joining this podcast. And certainly, if you want to speak further about your practice, you can reach out to me at mary@dental-education-partners.com, and follow us on our social media platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook, and reach out with any of your specific questions that you might have for your practice individually. Thank you so much on behalf of myself, but on behalf of every patient that you care for each day. We appreciate you.